Yes guys, and welcome to another episode. And in this, bollocks to that. Yes guys, and welcome to another episode of, I think I've literally just bought the cheapest Lt35 camper van in the UK.
I'll hold you tight and wash away your troubles. I'll be your counsel, what is on your mind? Don't hesitate to call, you know that I will answer. I'm in this with you, always by your side. Cause you know that I'll be here for you when there's nowhere left to run. I'll be here for you, even through your darkest nights. I'll be here for you when the rain is pouring down. I'll be here for you when there's no one else around. I'll be here for you.
So basically, before I start, I'm just going to go through the channel real quick. So the channel was originally set up to do urban exploring, a little bit of wild camping, just a mixture of the both. So if you can probably see in some of my previous videos, I had a VW T4 which I bought during lockdown, rebuilt it and put a whole new interior in it, and basically wanted to go off-grid in that and maybe do your some of the little bits. But after the first couple of goes in it and travelling for more than 35 miles, it just really wasn't going to be my type of vehicle. Good as a weekender, but for a full week, not so good. So basically fell out of love with that and started more towards urban exploring, which I was supposed to be doing it every single week, but with work and other commitments didn't really happen. So anyway, fast forward a year later, sadly the T4's just covered in rust, so I've made the choice to basically get rid of it. And basically where I work, we've got a compound which stores loads of camper vans, and I saw that this one had not been moved in, I don't know what, 3 months, something like that, whereas it used to go out sort of every weekend. And I just thought, you know, what's the story on that? So got in contact with the landowner and asked, you know, what's the story with this camper van? And his response was, well, basically the previous owner had died and the family didn't really know what to do with it. So I thought, well, I've always wanted like a Mercedes Sprinter or something long wheelbase, something that I can stand up in, something that I can shower in, something with separate compartments where I can cook, sit down, relax, watch TV, go to bed. But you know, to buy something like that, you're going to be looking, I don't know what, £10,000 plus. I mean, you know, a newer shaped van now is, you know, you're probably going to be paying £6,000-7,000, maybe more than that. And then for an actual half decent conversion on it, you're going to be spending, I don't know what, a further £10,000, so £20,000 really for a camper van, which I didn't have the funds for. So anyway, got in contact with the family, who basically just wanted it gone and told me to name their price. So I just basically at a whim just said, look, well, I'll give you £4,000 for it, because that's genuinely all I had at that particular point. Luckily I got a bonus from work as well, so I didn't have to pay the full £4,000 for it. Anyway, left it with them. I didn't really know what was in this van. I didn't test drive it, I didn't start it up. I just popped my head in, had a quick look and said, right, well, look, I'll give you £4,000, because do you know what, even if it's in ridiculously bad shape, surely it's still going to be worth £4,000. So anyway, fast forward 24 hours later, got the text message off the previous owner's family saying, we'll sell you the van. It's, you know, we don't have any use for it. You're the only person that's offered the money. And honestly, at that point, I was like, I've actually got a high top, long wheelbase camper van for £4,000. I couldn't believe it. So got this van, no logbook, no service history, one key with it, and the rest of the keys Put the key in the ignition, flat, obviously, 3 months. Put a battery on it, fired almost straight up. I think the starter motor's on its way out. Anyway, got it started. Went to lock it, the key snapped in it. Fantastic. So got a brand new key made up for it from somebody in the trade. I work in the motor trade anyway, so I can get things sort of slightly cheaper. So sorted that out. And then what else happened? Something else really, really weird happened to it. Oh yeah, water wouldn't work on it. I couldn't find the on switch or the isolator switch for this water pump, and I literally searched high and low, and I'll show you in a minute exactly where it is. The thing is with this van, it's got so much stuff in it. We've got 500 watts of solar panels on the roof. We've got 300 amp hours in gel batteries. We've got obviously your fridge. It's got a freezer, it's got a hot and cold shower, it's got a boiler, it's got a full-size double bed. We've got a solar panel, solar powered TV there, which has got 10 hours of viewing time on it. And then to back that up, we've got another telly in the bedroom. So, you know, all of this I didn't know, but it's basically come with it. We've got a Victron inverter, we've got Victron bits here, there and everywhere. And to basically, you know, calculate it all up, it's thousands and thousands of pounds. But the actual general build of the van is I would say not the best. It's a home DIY version. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to do a walk round and basically show you what it's got. So, you know, I think this channel is probably going to change, and I think it's going to cater more towards a little bit of off-grid. And you know, every other weekend I'm going to be going out in it, going here, there and everywhere. I'm going to do a little bit of stealth camping as well. Not that the van's very stealthy, because it is genuinely not, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think it'd just be nice to get out, escape the realms of reality, and just, yeah, just live a little bit more, I think. So yeah. Okay, so here it is. We've got the absolute beast. So it's a 2005 Lt35. It's the 2.8 engine, so no timing belts, no timing chains. It's the 158 brake originally. It has been remapped to just shy of 200. So it's going to go around and just show you the condition. So we've got your electric hookup, which I've never used it. We've also got a LPG underslung tank, and then that's for your chemical waste for the toilet, and that's where you fill it up. Right here you've got your, if I can open it, outdoor shower, hot and cold, and then your air vent for your boiler. As you can see, it's not been, you know, done to the best of standards. And you see all the rubber seeping out there from where the window's been fitted. So before I bought the van, once I bought the van, it actually had loads of stickers on it. So you have the orange one left on there. It had loads of those all down each side. So at the moment, I'm just going to machine polish it and just make it look a little bit tidier. Now, another thing, a list of things to do, I basically broke down in it about 4 days later on the first maiden voyage. The tyre literally blew up. So you can see all the rubber marks on there. It's literally to the point where it literally ripped the paint off it and ripped the mudguard off with it as well. Dead annoying, but it is what it is. And then on the top we've got 5 solar panels. We've got a full-size spare wheel on the back as well. And then under here, which I think I'm actually going to take off, you've got a 250 litre, was it 250? Sorry, 125 litre tank under there of fresh water. And then inside, apologies for the mess, you've got, I think that is also 125 litres as well, so 250 litres in total of fresh water. You've also got a boiler, and the annoying thing is the original boiler blew up, so bought that one off Facebook Marketplace, which also didn't work, so thanks for that. And then round this side it's a little bit cleaner. You've got your bit to fill the fresh water up in there, and then those are supposed to come off just for the ventilation for the fridge. And then underneath here you've then got another tank for the waste, and there's actually another tank on the other side for the waste as well. It's also got it's got 360-degree camera, CCTV all the way round. And then if I just close the door, you've got your outdoor light as well, which is handy for the CCTV, but also for the awning when that comes out, and that is a massive awning as well. Passenger side sort of is what it is. It's a 230,000 mile van that always likes to get a little bit stuck, don't know why. But anyway, that's your monitor there for the CCTV. Like I say, DIY job. I've got loads cut out for it, but it works, does its job. And then your interior, again slightly DIY. There's a few bits to fix. And then you've got everything, all your electrics here. What we're reading at the moment, 13.2 volts, which is more than enough. You've got a little hand touch light, which just turns them off, turns it back on. And you can dim them as well, which is kind of cool. And basically all the electrics and the solar panel, Victron solar panel controllers are underneath this seat. So you've got a nice little sitting area, kind of cool. Much better than the T4. Well, I do love that T4, but unfortunately it sort of had its time, and loads of storage and loads of wires that I still don't understand in there, so I'm not going to get involved with that at the moment. So much storage though, it's unreal. Then you've got a little cabinet at the back here, and that all switches on, which is kind of cool. Chinese diesel heater, which was working and is now not working, really annoying. 1200 watt Victron inverter underneath here, plugs into there. Brewdog beer, and then cigarette chargers. And then further onto the back here, you've got a nice big skylight, and a couple of little lights which aren't working at the moment because I've not switched it on, and a cool little telly with a fire stick in it as well. Which, again, do you know what, when you're out camping, just put your personal hotspot on, put the fire stick on, and then that just pretty much lasts you all night. So the van was originally fitted with a maxi air fan, but one of the previous owners decided to take it out. So we've got that, which I'm going to put back in. DVD player, which nobody ever uses anymore. And then that beast, which I still don't know what to do with it. I'm probably going to end up taking this out and maybe putting a telly on there instead. I don't know yet. Just, I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you would sort of do with that, because it is huge and you bang your head on it every single time you get into it. But it is a solar powered telly, which you'll get sort of, I don't know, 10 hours viewing time on it, which is nice. And then you've got these two here, and that basically monitors your waste and your fresh water, vice versa. I don't know which one it is. But then we just come down to the detail of the van. You know, we've got, you know, just a lot of money's been spent on it, but you know, there's been a lot of corners cut at the same time. I think that's from when this window got put in. So basically, I know a little bit about the history of it, just because I found a previous advert for it, and that pretty much highlighted everything on it. And this one's got your sort of upgraded air suspension on it. So I think originally it was on leaf springs, but one of the previous owners decided to put it on air suspension, which, to be fair, makes a massive difference. It's really bouncy, really nice, and I think it holds more. But anyway, with all of this in here, with all the tanks full, and at least half a tank of fuel, it's coming up at like 3.4 tons. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is maybe try and lighten it up a little bit, maybe. So yeah, you got your hermetic tops. Sorry about the pots. Actually kind of works as well. So yeah, do you know what? £4,000. In fact, let me show you. £4,000. I wouldn't say it's too bad, but the isolator switch is that little button there which needs to switch off, actually, because it's trying to pump water in. So underneath here, do you know what, it's rare that I actually come under here. I don't know what any of this is, I don't know what it means, but again, you can tell me. I know that's an amplifier, and that's a plug socket, and that is some breaker switches, but it's got Victron Energy, like it's like almost like a monitor. Or is that the monitor? That's the monitor. So you can see how much it is basically topping up the batteries with the sunlight each day. That is a complete and utter mess. I don't know what any of this is, but I don't like it. So I think at some point it'd be nice to rewire the van and just tidy all this up. But do you know what? It works at the moment, so I'll just leave it as is, I think. And then, last but not least, the toilet, which that is so annoying. So basically, not yesterday but the day before, I was in the toilet and I couldn't open the door and I couldn't shout anyone for help. I was literally stuck in this little space here for all of about 20 minutes, so I had to bust my way out. And then you've got a little sink. Actually smells quite nice in here. So yeah, you've got a hot and cold shower. Unfortunately that's cracked, so I think in the meantime I'm going to just get some duct tape on it and just make it work until I can afford to actually sort it properly. And the air vent at the top's cracked as well, but it's not leaking, so it is what it is. So basically, I think all in all, £4,000 for what I've actually got in there. I think personally it's a steal, but again, let me know in the comment section, see what you think. I think genuinely the first things first is I'm going to be repainting that maroon foil, that's all going to be coming out. I'm going to change the blinds in it and just make it look a little bit tidier, a little bit neater, and then just bring it up to the 21st century. But do you know what, £4,000, it's not a bad shout really, is it? So yeah, I think I took a punt and it's actually worked out, and it's worked out really, really well. I think, you know, with the electrics, the solar panels, the batteries and the van itself, I personally think it's worth £4,000. I think it's obviously worth more than that. So I reckon if you like stealth camping, off-grid camping and watching somebody try and cook food, then keep watching my videos. So if you've seen this video and you like it, just drop us a like, maybe subscribe, and yeah, look forward to some more videos. See you later. Oh, it's still on. Damn.